What sort of dark, evil, black magic is this? Oh, I can't wait to show you. This is going to blow your mind. Stick around.
Let's go into the MonroeWorld.
Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here. Do I have a real treat for you? This is Ultimate² Commander. That's right. This is a dedicated two-purpose Commodore 64 Ultimate interface between Windows and your C64. This thing does so much stuff. It is literally the culmination of sort of all the tools that we've been using wrapped up in a beautiful little package. This is a dual-pane file manager. Now, we can see here we're disconnected from our Commodore 64, and if you hit connect, well, of course, nothing will happen. We do need to go over and set this guy up, which is kind of cool. It'll scan for it if you click scan, and if your C64 is set up properly, it'll just pick it up and you're good to go. That's actually really cool. Now, we can go over here once we're connected and choose Real C64U, and it's going to tell you with a little warning here with peace and love, the network stack is pretty slow. You probably want to stick to D64 type operations, and even some of the heavier loads you may want to do locally. Now, here we go. This says it's actually connected here, and we can get some amazing information about our Commodore 64 Ultimate. A lot of stuff, like basically anything that's in the config, we can see the exact state of the device as it is. And if that's not enough, check the all settings and you'll see more information than you could probably even care about with regards to your Commodore 64 Ultimate. Now, the basic idea, of course, is in one window, you open up a location like, say, your flash or your SD, and you could copy files between those folders and your local file system here on your Windows machine, right? This is a good opportunity to back up your flash that you probably haven't backed up yet. So we can see here that we are in my SD card over there. And if I go to my local file system, I can now copy a couple of files over quickly. Yes, basic file management back and forth, standard sort of FTP stuff, but that's where it ends. If you click on a D64, you get a full preview of what's on the disk, but that's not just a preview, it's live. I'm going to go over to my other file pane, and I'm going to grab Frogger and literally drag it out of one preview pane into the other in real time across the wire to my Commodore 64, and it's done. Think about that for a minute. D64 disk management across the wire. It just kind of blows my mind. I'm still not used to it yet. All right, so we can also, of course, create a disk image. So we'll create a new disk image here. So we'll just do a D64. We'll make it something simple. And of course, as you may have guessed, once you've created the disk image, which by the way is being created over on the Commodore 64 directly, that's why it takes a moment. See that lag? And that little bit of lag and more lag? That's the slow FTP stack at work. But I do have the disk and it is here. Now I'm ready to populate that disk with Frogger and Archon and whatever other crap that I want to put on there. So yeah, I mean, literally, you never have to leave this utility to do the sorts of things that you want to do. Now, it is alpha, so there are some things that aren't working yet, but a lot of your day-to-day Commodore 64 Ultimate type file needs are going to be able to be done here. It's really cool. You can see here, everything is done exactly, and it's all in real time. There's no saving. It's just done, and that's amazing to me. Look at that. Now, you can, of course, mount a disk and run it remotely, but you can also go into the disk and run one of the files off of it. Check this out. Now, I'm going to show you my Commodore 64 over there with me not there, and I'm going to run Archon directly from the disk, inside the disk, not the disk, inside the disk. And you can see, of course, Archon runs just fine. Now, as a bonus, you have full control over your Commodore 64 in terms of doing resets, hard resets, and powering it off. Now, you'll see a hard reset for some reason just crap things out, so you might have to do a complete reboot in order to get things to come back. But again, I didn't have to run over to the Commodore 64 to do this. I was still able to do it from right within my U2 Commander here. All right, so you can eject the disk. I mean, you can mount multiple disks, right? All that good stuff. And of course, you can launch SIDs. You would hope to God you could do that, right? Go to your music library, find your favorite Rob Hubbard tunes, and pop them right on over there and hit play. And it works very well. Now you're probably saying, oh good, then I can use my Q-Link music too. I could use my .mus files because those are compatible. Unfortunately, at the time of this video, there is no way to inject the MUS files over there for playback, but I'm working with the developer. Hopefully he'll be able to do that for us. Yeah, pretty neat, right? I never had to leave my chair. I could sit at my workstation and take care of all my Commodore 64 needs. Now, there is this Commodore mode, which is sort of a different workflow. It puts 2 disk images, one on either side, and then gives you a centralized sort of file location. So it's almost like a 3-pane file manager. So over here, I'm going to select this empty disk, and then I'm going to select this music disk. I'm then going to pin it over to the other side. So now that I see what I want, I click this little button right here. It puts it on the other side and it pins it. So it's going to stay there. Now, let's say I wanted to add more music. You can see here, I can iterate through all of these disk images that have MUS files or whatever I want, and I can recreate the disk using this sort of unique 3-pane, what the developers called Commodore workflow. It's pretty neat, right? Yeah. And then, of course, you can also swap panes, make that the fixed one, yada, yada, yada. Well, you guys get the idea, right? It's pretty dang cool stuff. Now, there's a ton of things that we're not going to be looking at today, but suffice to say, look, there you go. It's right there. There's a ton of things going on that we're not going to be looking at yet. Obviously, if you're familiar with the Commander, Norton Commander, all of those, you can see that the layout's very, very similar. There's even the command lines along the bottom, right? All the different sort of function key commands. There's a lot of stuff here we haven't looked at, and that's by design. It is still in development as an alpha. So I want to make sure that you guys got a little bit of taste of what was coming. And I'm just really excited. I've been working with the developer like almost nonstop here. Now, one thing, after you subscribe, of course, I got one more thing to show you here. And that is when you exit the application, you probably would like to have the C64 turn off. Yeah, it's there, my friends. Just select that, and as you exit the app, it will shut the machine off for you. Hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed this quick look. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, hype. You know what to do. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.